Constable Aiden.
Any luck with the smugglers?
Yes, there's an abandoned house. They killed a guy outside before I spoke to you the first time. Remember when I mentioned him? Then that guy that you were talking about used some sort of mystical barrier to protect himself from weapons and led me on a merry chase around the city, which your guards ignored. Then I ran straight past you, past all these refugees outside, and they led me to a den with an abandoned house, and it had a trapdoor, and I couldn't open that trapdoor because it had a key to their den. It's got a very complicated lock on it, but I found a trapdoor in an abandoned house that leads to their den, and you watched me do it.
That house has been locked up for years. To think that all this time it's been hiding the entrance. There will surely be someone on guard. Where there's a guard, there's a key.
Okay. Maybe not.
If you can find a way into the hideout, the smugglers won't have a chance. Good luck, Commander.
Maybe not. Okay, guys. We may have killed both of the people who were outside when neither of them were carrying a key. Let us hope that somebody else is here with a key this time. Ah. Hello. Who are you?
Here to put an end to our little
Oh, a different shady character. That's fine.
operation.
Anders, they are not Templars. I mean, I'm not saying stop, but at least shout it before you do it. And that. Well done, Ogren. I mean, his face virtually came off when you did that. Are we done? Are we? Okay. Who's this? A smuggler. Good, that's where he went to. And there's another smuggler.
As you say.
Thank you. Right, okay. Yeah, sorry, ma'am.
The guards. They won't let anyone into the city, but it's dangerous outside the walls.
Yeah, but it's not as dangerous as outside in the countryside. Smuggler's key. So, yeah, see, this is how you do it. Suspect we would have got more money had we played their little smuggling game. I mean, direct money. Long term, getting the city taxes from proper trade is... Yeah, never mind. Is everybody ready? Actually, no. Anders, this could well be a tunnel. Guess what fireballs can do in a tunnel? Collapse it. Now, granted, it didn't happen in the keep. Just be careful. Ah, let's go. Now, shh. Okay. That is a big rat. What are they feeding them down here? A toy box. Okay. A toy chariot. And a dragon. Okay. Why did I get the urge to pick up a toy? Sven. Was it Sven? No, it's not Sven. Wasn't Sven the big giant guy? Why am I asking you? None of you met them. Well, Ogren, actually, you did. What's my Antivan Crow assassin? What's his name? Yeah, you spent most of the time drunk, didn't you? Okay, so I've got a terrible memory for some of my best friends' names. And you were drunk. Okay. Oh God, here we go. Anders, I suspect, with my warden sense, that there's a trap going to be sprung on us. All the other, what, smugglers are they? All the other smugglers are hiding or in another room. And these guys are going to try and bribe us or tell us to pee off or something. Just take it easy when they all jump out, yeah? Or they think we should be here because we came in with a key. Ah, they don't know what happened up at the top, do they? They might just think that we was allowed in. Hello there. I've just come to collect some stuff.
I think I can help with that.
Thank you, Nathaniel. I'm not saying anything. Pile of books. Yep, I'll take that. Wherever these other guys are hiding, or these other guys and girls are hiding, is a good question.
Very well.
Locksmith's tools. That goes. They look like kegs. Did we ran past a pub, didn't we? An inn in the city. So there's a secret entrance to the inn. Interesting. And hello.
What are you looking at?
I do not know. They don't label shite these days. Ooh, I'll have that.
Are you?
And I'll have
What
that.
about you? You were giving some of my boys trouble, weren't you?
Whoa! Okay. Fine. We're not going to have a conversation then. Seems you didn't like me stealing your stuff. Well, guess what? You stole it first. So, I don't give a damn. Anders, fireballing. No, him, I said. Granted, I was looking at another guy. But that doesn't mean you shouldn't have figured out which one I really meant. So does anybody mind killing the guy behind? Oh, thank you, Ogren. Okay, that is getting old. Come here! Down you go.
Okay, now I'm good.
Okay. Ooh. It went right to his head, that jab. Crow poison. Okay. Okay. And cheese, do you mind getting off the guy? Never mind. Let's do this guy first.
I shall do it.
Cheese, over here, please. Come on. Thank you. I had no intention of looting somebody while your genitals were dangling on their corpse. And they got quite a nice little setup here, really, haven't they? Fairly fresh, clean water, a cave with an entrance that allows natural sunlight to come in. Fairly decent wooded, sheltered area that blocks off the wind a bit, I reckon. You know, if you come up this bit here, I mean, they got carpet and everything. You could probably stick a bed here, and you've got the heat coming up off the fire. I mean, I bet this table turns into a bed. But it's swoosh off, you know, just whoosh, slide it all off, you know, get all cat on it. Just, you know, F this, F that. Don't need that, don't need that. Just push it all off the table. Throw a bedding blanket down so they got a bit of padding. Jump on, fire keeps them warm. They got a nice little setup. I mean, you can't blame them. So, anyway, I think we're going to go and have a little chat to the innkeeper if this key works. But before we do that, I need to discuss the new ideas for some skills I've been thinking about. Okay. I've been practicing my twin strikes. Let's go and see if we can say hello to the innkeeper. Okay, so it would appear that the key works for both doors. We're in the Crown and Lion according to the labels on these kegs. That's nice to know. And alright. Book. Crown and Lion. Interesting pub so far. Oh, hello.
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger?
Well, maybe. What about later? I mean, I've already invited a few of the guards along, but the more the merrier. I mean, Anders says he likes the idea of a harem. Maybe we can make it a party.
And here I was, thinking how I never get hit on by the clientele. Perhaps you'll settle for a drink instead. Got some mead from the coast on special, and it's not even that bad.
Okay, then. So, by any chance, do you know a Grey Warden named Christoph?
Yes, I remember him. You'll want to speak to my boss over at the bar.
Okay. So that's where the guy, is it a dwarf? That's where the guy who runs the place is. He's in for a surprise when he sees me, and he hasn't seen me come through the front door.
Hubert hates you. That's a no, then.
I would say so. Right. Excuse me. Innkeeper.
Something I can do for you, friend?
Yes. Did a Grey Warden named Christoph come through here?
And who are you supposed to be that's asking?
I am his boss. The commander of the Grey Wardens.
Oh, welcome, my lord. Haven't seen that fellow Christoph for almost a week now. Not sure where he went. His room's paid up to the end of the month. I guess he expected he'd be here a while.
Okay. Did you ever speak to him?
Not much. He chatted up Sorsha a bit when she brought him his dinner. Maybe talked to her.
I've just spoken to her and she never mentioned it. Okay. Can I have the key then?
Of course. Here you go. It's the last room at the end of the hall. If he comes back and gets upset, however, it's on your head.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter. Excuse me, sir.
What can I get for you, friend?
What do you have? Nothing. Don't matter. We'll do our trading another time, guys. We need to focus. What's this? Blight Orphans notice board. The Blight Orphans. Okay. Scrawled on a stain-smudged piece of paper. We are the Blight Orphans of Amaranthine. Poor children whose mothers and fathers have been killed by the Darkspawn. We are very cold in winter and need 50 silvers for clothes and food. Please help. Please put money in the mug by the bar. Thank you, good sirs. Well, I suppose. 50 silvers.
It has begun.
No, 50 silvers is okay, I suppose.
I've got a sore on my foot from working the fields. Want to see? It's bleeding and there's pus and everything. No!
Okay, pub chat. And what do we got here?
I shall
Oil,
do it.
malt whiskey, and some mushrooms. Nope. I can't see the Grey Warden in here.
Up. Huh?
Can't see the Grey Warden in there. Excuse me.
Looking to wet your whistle, stranger?
Yes. You didn't mention that you spoke to Christoph.
We chatted a bit. He was a friendly sort for a Grey Warden. Spent most of his nights here drinking. Wasn't ever loud or too forward. Haven't seen him for maybe a week now.
Okay. Did he ever talk about what he was up to? What he was doing?
Said he was tracking some Darkspawn. One particular group that's been raiding outside the city. He told me they were acting strange, those Darkspawn. Acting obvious. Like they wanted to be caught or something. I expect he
Interesting.
caught them. Probably why he hasn't been back, right?
Except he's got a room, and he's probably left gear in it. Okay. Where did he go? Do you know?
No, but he took a lot of notes while he drank. Always writing things down. Maybe there's something in his room.
Okay, thanks for the answers.
My pleasure. Send him my best when you see him.
No point asking her how friendly she was, because she's already proved that she can resist my charms. Christoph wouldn't have done anything. Excuse me a second. Oh, I'm just donating for the orphans. Thank you for your money. Use the key. Right. Okay, what's he got in his chest? Mall. Grammar. A letter from Aura. Okay, private letter from Aura to Christoph. Take art. Inventory photo, for pity's sake. We may need to go back to the shopkeepers after all and start, well, selling our junk. Right, letter from Aura. Dearest Christoph, my sister and her babe are well. I shall leave Jada as soon as they're settled. Expect me at Vigil's Keep within the months. Ferelden is cold and wet, so make sure your socks are dry before you put them on. I know how it is with men. You can slay 1,000 darkspawn, but when it comes to clean clothes and dry socks, you're hopeless. I can't wait to see you, love, Aura. Okay, so that just proves that he wouldn't have just abandoned this room. He would have come back for a wife off his wife. He would have come back for the letter off his wife. Or his partner, I don't really know. Okay. Okay. A book. What's he been reading? Christoph's journal. Few in town have heard anything about Darkspawn. Or Darkspawn stragglers. I doubted reports myself until a man told me he encountered Darkspawn in the Black Marsh. Although locals say the marsh is haunted, brave and desperate souls like this man still risk collecting peat. The man said that their leader spoke, but all know Darkspawn cannot talk. More horrifying, he described a monster, a worm with legs. Surely he was mistaken about it following the Darkspawn. A worm with legs? I shall leave for the Black Marsh this morning. A worm with legs. Is anybody else slightly terrified by that concept? Yeah, I know you are, Nathaniel. Okay, this map. I bet he's been triangulating where he was going to search. Okay. A map in Christoph's room suggests he went to the Black Marsh. Okay. I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to go and see what the barman will buy. Then we're going to come back when our backpack can actually fit the rest of Christoph's belongings. And then we're going to go. And I don't know if we're going to search for him straight away. We need to finish our business in the city. Anybody give me an answer. Fine.
Who do you think would win in a fight? Andraste or the Archdemon?
The Archdemon.
But Andraste could call on the Maker.
What can I get for you, friend?
Are you calling Andraste?
Right, guys. We've got information on where we're going to go look for... What was his name? Christoph, yes. We've got information for Christoph. But first, we're going to see if there's anything else. Actually, we need to see if we can find the rest of this poison. I don't know how many poisons there are. Let's just double check the journal and see how many we've ticked off. Okay, we've still got poison to find by the looks of things.
You seem rather attached to that cat, Anders. It's more that he's rather attached to me. Isn't that right, Sir Pounce-a-lot? Isn't that name a little ridiculous?
Have you met
I
Anders?
think I should call him Frederick. There are worse names, I suppose.
Do you have any idea what Sir Pounce-a-lot can do? I suspect if Anders should fall in battle, Sir Pounce-a-lot could lick him awake. Or pee on him. Either or. I reckon he'd get back up quickly enough. Excuse me.
That's a strange place to store a pitchfork.
Yes it is. Excuse me.
Oi, about time you showed up.
Nemea, you're still here.
Oh.
I keep my promises. Here, turns out you were right. The cache is here in Amaranthine.
It is? You found it?
I did. What you do with that information is up to you. I, for one, am done dealing with mages.
I guess I should thank you.
Damned right you should. You get caught, Anders, I'm not helping you again. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, explanations.
I suppose that requires some explanation.
Yeah. Yeah, friend of yours, I take it.
She's normally more welcoming than that. A lot more. Nemea
Really?
is a friend. Last time I escaped from the tower, I asked her to look into some things. That's why I was in Amaranthine. The Templars thought I'd come to take a ship, but it was to meet her.
To find the cache, was it? Is that what she said?
During the Blight, the Templars moved their store of phylacteries to Amaranthine for safety.
Oh, that's the blood
My
things, yeah?
phylactery is among them, Nemea learned. So long as the Templars have that sample of my blood, they can find me. I need to destroy it.
Ah. Okay. I mean, I know you're a Grey Warden now, but quite frankly, the way that they came after you, I don't think being a Grey Warden's going to protect you if they find you on your own in a cold, dark alleyway one day. I think they'll still take their chances, so yes. I mean, yeah, they shouldn't be allowed to control you, because so far you've done nothing that suggests to me that you deserve it. I mean, you've been loyal to me, and you had no reason to be loyal to me. You let me control your actions in battle by giving you orders, so yeah, let's go and try and find a way of giving you a bit extra free will.
I know we're busy killing Darkspawn and all, but the sooner we find this vial, the better I'll feel. Do you keep track of how many Darkspawn you kill? We should compete.
Look, if we're going to start doing dick measuring contests, you're going to lose. Now, I can tell from the way you behave that you share yours with more than just the ladies. You don't have to tell me, I can tell. I'd say the ladies are your preferred option, but I can tell. However, you see how many ladies I've been through. Having an extra, shall we say, subsection at your disposal doesn't mean you can catch up. But yeah, I'm right about this. Okay, let's see if we can find that poison, guys. We've got to get this poison off the streets. Kids. Ah, is that it? Quest. Oh, did. All 5 bottles have been discovered. Right, we've got it. Let's get these handed over and destroyed. Hello, Kendrick.
Greetings, Warden Commander. I see you've undertaken some of the jobs posted on our board here. I knew you looked helpful.
You're welcome, and thank you. Now, where were we? Constable. Actually, we do need to speak to the constable. Aidan.
Anything to report?
Yep, they will not trouble you any longer. Smugglers no more. Although there is a very, very nice port down there that you might want to consider using yourself. I mean, it won't get big boats in, but it's very, very handy for getting stuff right into the centre of the town.
The city of Amaranthine owes you a great debt. Thank you, Commander.
You're welcome. Okay. Anders, am I imagining it, or do you look like you're pondering the use of some new skills you've been practicing? Let's have a little word. Okay, so you've been practicing lightning. Interesting. Do you think you're going to start using it? Or are you going to keep practicing it for a bit? We'll see. Now, you know what the drill is, guys. We help as many people as we can in an area before we move on. It takes a long time to move from area to area, a few days travel. So, when we're in an area, like a city, we find everything we can that will help our effort fighting the Darkspawn, and we deal with it as quickly as we can. If we have to come back after travelling away, we need to make sure it's not the sort of thing that's urgent. Now, Kristoff has been missing a week already, so he's either very safe or very dead. Either or doesn't really matter. However, okay, what's this? Marketplace handbills.
So, you think there's an apothecary around here somewhere?
Yeah, you injured?
You could say that.
You don't sound sure.
Right. Look, for the past few days I've had this burning rash. The skin's actually got a sort of greenish look to it.
Okay, what? What did you touch?
I didn't touch anything. You know, I bet it's that Grey Warden stuff we had to drink.
Ah. Okay. I've never heard of it causing a rash.
I'm special. I'll just see if I can't find some nice minty balm somewhere in this town.
Okay. Look, you can go to an apothecary if you want. It's just the
the stench of human depravity. Oh wait, that's just me.
Look, we can go to an apothecary if you want. It's just that, look, have you ever heard of the old fable of the boy who cried wolf? You act like a drunken fool so much of the time that I don't take you serious when you are being serious. So it's sort of your own fault. Fine. I could have helped you if you'd swallow your pride and let me help you, but you just get a bit upset with me and lose a bit of faith in my ability to lead. So, Chanter's Board. So this is the local chantry, is it? And another statue. Why did he always have this statue? Okay. My warden sense is telling me there's something interesting about this statue, but I can't seem to find what it is I need to poke or prod to make it. Oh, there we go.
I shall do it. It figures, actually.
What does?
There used to be another statue here. It was a Byron Howe, my great uncle.
Ah.
He died in the rebellion, helping King Merrick reclaim his throne. Yet his statue is gone. All because of what my father did.
Yeah, that is a shame, because he wasn't the traitor.
It truly is. There's a long line of heroes in my family. The Howes have been around since Callan had. Now it's all gone. And for what? For being on the wrong side of the war? For choosing poorly?
Yes, your father was kind of badly involved. Let's just put it that way. But it's up to you to turn that around. Get it put back there for a good reason. And then get yours next to it.
Not too much pressure, right? I wonder what happened to the old statue. Likely propping up the side of a chantry or something. Poor Al Byron. Yeah, statues of her pigeons. I don't want to look at it.
Well, not anymore. Apparently. Okay. Win? Win? Hello?
Oh, it is so good to see you, my friend. I contemplated visiting you at Vigil's Keep, but things got busy.
They're too busy to pay your old friend a visit?
I'm afraid so. The circle had to be rebuilt, for one. And I believe you, too, have had your hands full, yes? I'd offer to help, but I'm afraid my presence is required elsewhere.
Well, perhaps when you're finished with your business?
And by then you will no doubt have had this mess sorted out. But we shall see. The College of the Magi is convening in Cumberland, and I must attend. Hopefully, all this will blow over before it's begun. But you have enough on your mind as it is. I shan't trouble you with this further.
Go on. Indulge an old friend, you know, for old Silver Foxess times.
Very well. Then perhaps you should know that something stirs within the fraternities. The Libertarians wish to pull away entirely from the Chantry. And if they get enough support...
Pull away entirely? That's madness. I hate Chantry oversight as much as the next mage. But they can't just decide to leave. This is a recipe for disaster.
Okay, this is... we can't say this is going to be fine, because we know it's not. And if the mages just jump up and down and say we're free completely, they might go over the tops. So we've got troubling times ahead. Troubling.
Well, it could turn out to be nothing. But keep your ear to the ground anyway. Now, I have a great many preparations to make before I leave for Navarra. But perhaps there is something you can do for me. One of my colleagues, Ines, has spent the last few months in the Wending Wood. The Circle has been unable to reach her, given the trouble in the area. If you happen to find yourself in the wood on your travels, perhaps you could tell her about the meeting of the college.
Oh, don't worry, we're heading that way anyway. But, by the way, what's she doing in the Wending Wood?
Oh, who knows, rooting around in the dirt for some obscure plant or other, most likely. She has a keen interest in gardening. Oh, I'm sorry. I meant botany. Hobbies and eccentricities aside, Ines is a well-respected mage and a voice of reason. Something we could use on our side. The hour is late and I must go. It was wonderful to see you again. Take care, my friend.
Okay. So... are you part of my gang, mate? Do you mind? Ogren, show him your ash. I won't look.